Everybody, Gbenga Olatunji here. Today we shall take a look at environmental analysis. Environmental analysis. How our macro environment affects our businesses, our organizations. We shall be discussing Pestel model of analysis and also Professor Michael Porter's diamond analysis, Porter's diamond model. We shall take a look at organizational strategy, how it positions the organization for better performance, the rivalry within the organization, how it affects the enterprise and how we can overcome or leverage on it. We shall be talking about the rivalry within the industry, that is the industry itself, how the operation within the industry affects performance. We shall be looking at the importance. Why is it important for us to always analyze our environment in which we are operating? These are some of the things that we shall take a look at in these lectures. I think now let's go into our slide. So we ask ourselves, what is environment? What is environment? Environment simply means what surrounds us. And when we are talking about corporate organization, we are talking about how things or elements that surround us affect the performance of the organization, of an corporate body, and how we can position ourselves, our organization, for better performance, to be a leader in the industry and to thrive, and if possible to thrive even globally. So no organization can exist in isolation. That one is basic. Therefore, we will always be surrounded by other, in form of other organization and other elements and factor of production and the like. And all these affects our performance if not well managed. So we shall be studying the environment in which we operate, and just as I said, we will concentrate more on the macro environment. Identifying significant factor in the environment. There are so many elements around us, but we must concentrate on what will impact directly on our businesses. The macro environment, when we are talking about the political environment, the cultural environment, and the like. We are not talking about customers, supplier, and the like. Environmental influences on our organization, it can even affect and dictate even the size of our organization. Okay, so this is yours truly. If you have not subscribed to us, please go and subscribe. You are going to enjoy the video. Okay, the importance and the purpose of analyzing our environment is highly critical that we analyze and assess constantly our environment. Organizations operate, just as we said, and interact with one another and surrounded by elements. And change is the only thing that is constant in nature. Change is the only thing that is constant. A leader in a global organization recently said that we did not do anything wrong, but we're out of the market. Literally, it's not that maybe there's something that they've done that they could warrant that, okay, they could not just find their level again in the industry. But because they are not assessing and proactively responding to changing environments, they could see that technology come to take their market away from them. So changes is happening constantly in the environment, and we must respond to it as much as possible proactively, not in a reactionary manner. The future changes may even be difficult to predict, so we cannot just neglect and assess it. Key drivers to change, we must concentrate on key drivers of change in our environment. It could be technological know-how, it could be new tools, it could be so many things. But what are the key from industry to industry? This will differ, but we must know what are the key drivers within our industry that will have significant effect on our performance. The future impacts of those key industry must be examined. Okay, so the two models that we want to look at today, the Pestel model and Michael Porter's diamond model. The Pestel model and Michael Porter. While Pestel concentrates on the macro environment within a country and how it impacts businesses, Porter's diamond concentrates highly on global competitiveness. It talks more about the competitive advantage, global competitive advantage or advantages. And these tools are what we are going to be examining right away. So, Pestel analysis is telling us to analyze our macro environment and that we should concentrate on some elements. And these elements are what is spelled Pestel. That is the political environment, the economic environment, the social and cultural environment, technological environment, ecological environment, and legal environment. We have other shades of pestle analysis. Some could be select, could be pest, depending on which factor they concentrate. But our proposed pestle is better because it's more comprehensive when it comes to analyzing the macro environment within an industry. How does political environment affect businesses? Of course, changing in political environments, like new governments taking over from the old, administration changing, could affect or will directly affect businesses because they can come with different idea. Continuity may not be there, skepticism may be there. We don't know what this government that is in town want to do and like, whether they will be business supportive or not. And this could affect directly and indirectly. Even the FDI, foreign direct investment, could be affected, and it has a way of affecting the local performance of businesses too. Economics environments, just like that of political, anything that is going on in our financial institution will directly impact, like lending rates, access to liquid, the interest rate, easy access to funding, other source of funding, and the like. We have direct effect on performance of businesses. Social and cultural environment. It is interesting that we are social being, and organization reflect people within it or people behind it. So organization will be impacted positively or otherwise, and even this generally within the country, if there is cultural clashes or instability socially, is going to affect the businesses. The organization shall be examined